Welcome to the Daily Gospel of John. I'm psyched you're watching. We're going to look at verse 36 to 39 of John 6, and we pick up with Jesus speaking. But as I told you, you have seen me, and still you do not believe. All that the Father gives me will come to me, and whoever comes to me I will never drive away. For I have come down from heaven not to do my will, but to do the will of him who sent me. And this is the will of him who sent me, that I shall lose none of all that he has given me, but raise them up at the last day. Okay, so Jesus repeats this one point 2 times, that all that the Father leads his way, that all the Father gives to him, he will lose none of them. He will not turn them away, and he will not let them go. He will protect and hold on to them. Jesus is heaven's rescuer, to sent to earth. He said in Luke 19, I have come to seek and to save that which is lost. Elsewhere he said, I came to give my life as a ransom for many. So he knows he's on this rescue mission. And he's saying to these people, listen, if you will take that faith step, if you will risk it on me and come to me, I'm not going to turn anyone away who wants what I have to offer. I come with open arms. The door is wide open, and I'm saying, come in to this banquet, spiritually connecting with God through me. I'm not going to reject you if you want to come, and if you do come, I want to promise you, you're secure. Your investment of your spirit and soul is secure in my hands. No one can take you away, and I will raise you up at the last day. And so he's promising. And in the middle of those 2 promises, he says, for I have not come to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. And so it's God's will. As we read in John 3, God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. As we saw in John 1, to as many as received him, to those who believe in his name, he gave the right to be called children of God. It was God's will to send him. I remember once a friend of mine was a kidney dialysis nurse, and a man was dying that night, she said. And she called me, and he had a question because he wanted to know who killed Jesus. And I went to visit him, and he couldn't even speak. He actually scribbled out what he wanted to say on a little piece of paper. And he had come from a different religious background. But his question was, who killed Jesus? And immediately Isaiah 53 came to my mind, the prophet speaking of coming Messiah, where he said this, he was pierced for our transgressions, crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon him, and by his wounds we are healed. We all like sheep have gone astray, each of us has turned to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. And later it says, it was the Lord's will to crush him and cause him to suffer. And though the Lord makes his life a guilt offering, he will see his offspring and prolong his days, and the will of the Lord will prosper in his hand. And after the suffering of his soul, he would see the light of life, meaning the resurrection. So my answer to this man was, well, yes, in a sense, it was the Romans who crucified Jesus. It was the Jewish Sanhedrin, the leadership that hated him and wanted him on that cross. The Romans did the deed. But you know who really killed Jesus? It was the Lord God who killed Jesus as a guilt offering for us. So when Jesus said, I came not to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me, he was sent on a mission by God the Father to rescue humanity. By giving his own life, that living bread through which he would give life to the world. Well, I hope that makes it a little more clear. God bless. Thanks again for watching.